In this week's Torah portion of Vayigash, we have one of the great moments in biblical history: the reconciliation between Joseph and his brothers. These are the words. Then Joseph could not restrain himself before all those who stood by him and cried, "Cause every man to come out from me." And there stood no man with him while Joseph made himself known unto his brethren. And he wept aloud, and the Egyptians and the house of Pharaoh heard. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I am Joseph, doth my father yet live? Which leads to one of the great questions in biblical history. Why didn't Joseph call home? He was separated from his father for more than 20 years, who thought he was dead. As Nachmanides, the Ramban, writes, how is it that Joseph, after living many years in Egypt, having attained a high and influential position in the house of an important Egyptian official, did not send his father even one message to inform him that he was alive and comfort him? Yeah. How come Joseph never contacted his father? There are lots of answers given. None of them very good from my perspective. He was fulfilling divine destiny. Whatever the explanation, we're still left with a question. So I want to tell you an answer I recently came across, which is very different, very surprising, but might be very true. Joseph never contacted his father because he thought his father wanted him dead. Joseph thought his father wanted him dead. What would make him think that? Well, if you look back to the original story, Joseph has these dreams and everybody's bowing down to him and so on and so forth. And then listen to what we're told in the Torah. And he related it to his father and to his brothers. His father scolded him and said to him, what is the dream that you have dreamt? Are we to come, I and your mother and your brothers, to bow down to you to the ground? So his brothers were jealous of him, but his father heard them. Jacob originally scolded Joseph for his dreams. Jacob knew that the brothers hated him, and yet Jacob sent Joseph to look for his brothers. From Joseph's perspective, maybe he was being set up for the kill. I don't know. But what I do know is this. We never really know what the other person is thinking. Joseph assumed his father wanted him killed. But Jacob had never said that. And a lot of times we assume certain things, but there's no reason for us to really even be questioning it. I thought of this. I saw an article in the Wall Street Journal, a review of a book called In Defense of Philanthropy. Doing Good is Under Attack. The book points out that nowadays and age, when you hear of a big philanthropic donation from a Gates or who knows what, you always start to question, why is he doing this? I bet he's doing it just to make himself look good, or I bet he's getting a big tax deduction. And he writes here, Congress has periodically investigated what philanthropists have been up to and placed a variety of restrictions on them. We're always questioning when people give millions of dollars to charity. Why do we do that? Why did Joseph have to think that his father was thinking of wanting him dead? And why did Mr. Schwartz have to be questioned that he gave a lot of money to the shul just to get his name in lights? Or why do people say Sadie was nice to me, but she only does it because she wants to look good? Or my mother-in-law paid me a compliment, but I know how she really feels. Do we really know how people feel? Let me teach you an important lesson. Don't judge people's motives. If they do something good to you, thank them and be grateful. Because if you're going to start questioning everyone's motives, they're going to start questioning yours. And I don't think anyone wants to be in that position. Joseph and his father most probably misunderstood each other's motives. And ultimately it led to 210 years of slavery in Egypt. Let's learn from them. When someone's good to you, say thank you and have a good Shabbos.